Hello, viewers. Have you ever had complaints from spouses, maybe from husband to wife or from wife to the husband, all about neglect? Okay, I'm suffering from neglect from a wife. I feel my husband is neglecting me, all because couples are not able to balance work and then family. Here are some practical examples of common complaints that couples usually say about balancing work and then family life. There have been a lot of complaints coming from the wives, such as he doesn't care for me anymore, he comes home very late and we hardly talk, he hits the bed immediately he gets back home, I feel as if I am the only single parent here, he is always working or is always traveling, or he can even say not even on weekends he doesn't have any time for me, always glued to his laptop, he is working at home, he prioritizes his work above me. I feel like I am no longer existing, I just feel like I am diminishing or I am disappearing. I feel so unloved, I feel so unheard, I feel so like as if I am of less importance. All of these complaints have been coming from wives because of the busy schedules of their husband. He prioritizes his boss over me. I think I'm just filling second place to his career. I don't even get any help from him. I am left with the whole domestic work. He's not giving me any work. Any space. He's not giving me any help. I have no space in his heart. Probably I'm just on my own. I don't even know the importance of this marriage because I am all in it. I am all in it and all alone in it, and so on and so forth. Are complaints that have been coming from wives. And you know what? It's not only the wives who are complaining. Husbands too are always complaining. They sound like she's always on call with clients, even during dinner. Work is affecting shared family moments. She's no longer available. She's more invested in her career growth than our family life. Now you're feeling so overlooked or unsupported. I've got home from work and still have to do everything. The kids, the dinner, the cleanup. It's as if my wife has been overwhelmed and then she is not even appreciating me because she's leaving me to everything. Sometimes the husband will be like, okay, she expects me to be present at the kids event at all times because she was never available. It will be as if, okay, there is pressure, there is guilt around missing the family event. My wife has never been to my children's school before, and then there is another one that the husband could say, okay, she is always tired. Once she gets home, there is no room for intimacy because she's always tired from work. Today I'm tired, tomorrow I'm a bit tired, next tomorrow I'm exhausted, a day after tomorrow, no, I am not available. All of these complaints are hitting the homes. And then the children will be like, oh no, we barely see dad, mommy is not always here, we know daddy won't be available for us, we know we are always with our mom, and so on and so forth. These are the complaints that are coming from families as regards careers. Again, let's look at complaints that is mutual, that is coming from both partners, from both husband and wife, such as we are always tired for each other. No time for intimacy, no time for talking, no time for gisting. The other one is that we argue about who should take the kids to school, who should go with the children to their school event. We no date night. We have no time for dating anymore. We don't even have time for ourselves. It's just the work. We work, and then the bills, and then the kids. It's as if we are no longer working as a team anymore. It is as if we are running a different and separate race on our own, looking for who to win the trophy from their respective place of work. We have no time to visit our parents. When was the last time my husband visited my parents-in-law? When was the last time that my wife was able to go with me to visit my own parents? And so on and so forth. There we are in the middle of a nation or in the middle of economical situation that demands our attention as a person, and then your family is also dragging you. So we feel torn apart sometimes between our work and then our family. But here I really need to tell you that there is need for us to strike a balance, and not just ordinary balance, but we need to strike a healthy balance so that none of our work and then our family will feel neglected or we feel abandoned in the course of being faithful to one aspect of our life. The truth of the matter is this, that we need to acknowledge the reality, okay, that modern life is demanding, especially for parents who are also career woman or a career man. It is demanding. So we would need to acknowledge the reality that life with the modern people is actually demanding. We really need to address this topic, because we need peace of mind at home. We need fulfillment as parents, and then we need productivity, and then we need godly legacy. So we cannot model up our life, and then we cannot feel choked up in between. We cannot become irresponsible in either our family life or in our career. Your work actually is a worship according to Colossians chapter 3 verse 23, and then your family is a ministry according to 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. Neither should be neglected. Then how do we now strike a balance so that we would not disappoint God as a minister, and then we would not disappoint God as a worshiper, and then at the same time fruitful, and then the name of God will be glorified in our career as a worship and even in our family as a ministry. We know that challenges are real, and then we know that there could be pressure when it comes to time. There could be emotional burnout, and then there could be weak boundaries. But nevertheless, when life feels off balance, we will need to pause to reflect and then to realign. We need a balanced living that will bring peace, productivity, and then healthy home and purpose-driven work. We need it, but we will need to strike a balance. As we will be digging deep and then maybe analyzing this topic more, we will need to understand that balance is actually not perfection. It is just prioritization. You can't give equal time to everything in your life. You can't apportion time, or you can't allot time equally to everything. But it is about you being intentional about apportioning your time to what matters per time, per period. And then we know that God is a God of orderliness, so we will need to learn how to order our life, how to put our life, career, and then family into order so that we will not disappoint God. So this is what I'm about to bring to us, that it is about intentional priorities, giving your best to both your home and then your career without sacrificing one for the other. So practically, this is what we mean, that there might be need for you to set some boundaries, knowing when to log off from work and when to be fully present at home. It is when your presence is needed at home, then you are available at home. It is about you prioritizing wisely, and then you will understand what matters most per time, per season, and then you will be able to know when to say no to circumstances and situations that is taking you away completely from your home, jeopardizing your family, or that is actually jeopardizing your work. So we need to strike a balance between the two. Therefore, this series will help us to know how to balance wisely and then to manage wisely our time, our energy, and then our responsibility, so that all our life and then our family will be okay. When life actually feels off balance, you will have to understand and then come to terms that you need to pause, to reflect, to realign, and ask God for wisdom. So all of these we will be dealing with in this series by the special grace of God. You might not get a perfect, but with grace and wisdom, you can live fulfilled at home and then fruitful at work. So please follow this series one after the other, and do not miss out, as the Lord will be helping us on how to strike a balance between your family and then your career. Thank you so much for being with us today, and I really pray that the Lord will give you a fulfilled home and then at the same time fruitfulness at work. God bless you. God bless your home. Your comment will be highly welcomed. You need to call the 07037150154. May your home bring sweet aroma to God. Amen. Bye bye. Have a pleasant weekend. The Lord bless you now and always.